Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Wake Up and Airbrush. I am Dorothy Strohall, aka Heather 2.0. Um, and I am here to do a live demo. Heather, let me have fun with you guys, and we are going to have a blast today. Okay, so if you don't know just who I am over at Luminess Live. I'm going to go ahead and open this up so if anybody comments, I can see you. But I'm over at Luminess Live. I am what they call your beauty concierge. You come over to Luminess Live, ask your questions. I'm there to help you, teach you, train you. I'm the beauty expert for Luminess. Heather is our key lead artist, but I get to help you get started and learn all the fun things. Hey, Jeannie, it's good to see you. Um, and so I get to do a live demo today, and I'm so excited for that. Over at Luminous Live, that's where you can ask questions, you can get problem solving answers. If you're just starting, it's a great place to learn how to airbrush. We've got pros. Good morning, Cindy. We've got pro Luminous lovers over there that have been with Luminous for years, have gone through that learning journey, and now are giving helps, tips, and tricks. And so we're so glad everybody's there. But that is what inspired today's demo. Jeannie was talking about some blush and how we get it. And so I thought, you know what? Let's do that on the demo today. So today's demo, we're going to go over basics a little bit because I will get in trouble if I don't do that. But then we're going to go into a little bit more advanced tips, tricks, and techniques for blush and how you find your perfect blush placement. So that's going to be a thing. So remember, let's go over the basics just so I can get them out of the way. When you get it in, make sure you charge it. We're 4 finger widths away, right? That's how we're starting it. As a matter of fact, I need to do that. I don't have any foundation on, and I really need to put some on. So let me know who's here. Hey, Lisa, where you're from, and if there's anything specific you'd like to see coming up, because hey, that's what we do here. Heather will be here next week. Give her some ideas. You know, she may or may not cover them. Actually, she will cover them. She always covers everything you guys ask for. So, alrighty, I'm going to grab some eraser because y'all, these under eye bags are next level today. And I got a pretty little blemish there. Perfection is an illusion, friends, but we can be pretty good darn illusionists as we go throughout our day, especially with airbrushing. So let me pull. Hold on just 1 second. I forgot to move my keyboard out of the way and put my mirror there. Alrighty. So when you're airbrushing under the eyes, I am actually using eraser. I am very fair skinned, so eraser works beautifully for me. I love it. And so I'm going to actually hit my problem areas right here, my problem areas under here with eraser, and then I'll do a light coat with my coverage, and then we'll do blush, because blush is going to be fun because I'm not only going to show you the techniques, but I'm going to show you how to know where to place it, which is key. Alrighty. Let me hit this pretty little girl right here. Let me hit underneath here a little bit. Hold on. I cleaned it. But she's acting like I didn't hear. There we go. Okay. Got a flowing and a going now. Remember, when you are using your breeze, the trigger on this thing is very, very sensitive. She only needs a little bit to get going. And so please, please, please do not overpull on your breeze, because you will look cray-cray. You will get it heavy. You will get it too sticky. If it ever looks orange or feels sticky, you are pulling too far back on that trigger. Alrighty, so for me, after I do under my eyes, I like to take a brush and just pat it out because I wear contacts, so I'm not going to get super, super, super close up into my eye, but I definitely want the coverage there. And so I am just going to pat that color right up to my lash line. And yes, you can do it with the airbrush system, but I am an old school makeup artist. And so I am not, I mean, I'm going to use both tools because for me, that's what makes me happy. And this is about doing what makes you happy. All right. Now, let's throw on some foundation now that we've got those pretty little lovelies highlighted and covered. Alrighty, guys. I am going to use, good morning, Lori. I'm going to use a 20-30 mix because, again, I like to mix things. I like to make it original. Can I use a 20? Good morning, Angela. Yes, I can. Can I use a 30? Yes, I can. But guess what? I can also use them together. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do about 3 drops of each, bubble it, back bubble together, and have my coverage. Alrighty. Okay. Remember, we are 4 finger widths away. We're being very, very gentle on pulling back on the trigger. If you have not mastered your trigger finger, I want to encourage you to do some trigger finger training with a paper towel. We did do, the last time I was on Luminess Live, we did that so that you could see. And I'm telling you, it is beautiful and amazing. And it trains your brain to be able to know how far to pull back to get the look you want. So that was one pass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give that a second or two to really heat up with my skin. The one thing about airbrushing that most people don't really get or understand is that there's nothing added to it but pigment. So that pigment needs to heat up with your skin, needs to do its thing, and needs to really, the heat of your skin is what makes it activate and give the coverage. That's why sometimes people will spray too much. They'll think it looks great and beautiful. They'll come back 3 minutes later and they're like, whoa, that's way, way, way too heavy. They didn't give it an opportunity to heat up with their skin and to do its job. Okay, so I think I've got the coverage I like. Now, I would want a little bit more coverage right here and right here, but guess what? We're doing blush today. So I'm going to get that coverage there. No big deal. Okay, let's talk blush. And I'm scooting over to this side because you'll see why. Blush placement is contingent upon your face structure, okay? It's contingent upon where you need the blush to hit, where you need it to highlight, and contour. So contouring is a part of that too, but I'm not going to contour and I don't need to contour, but there was a time I did. So here, let me show you. This is why it is it is based on how your skin or how your face is shaped. And your face shape can change over time with age or weight loss or weight gain. So this was me a few years back. I think I took this in 2018, 2019. So it was a little bit younger, but I also had a few more pounds on me, about 60. And if you'll notice, I have a full face and I have always had a full face. So my blush and contour placement was right here, if you'll notice. And I would contour around here and I would hit it right here. I would have that indentation of, cheekbones because I had a fuller face. I would contour under here. And so my face was rounder. I was trying to get it a little more definition. That is not the case now. I was not expecting to lose so much fullness in my face whenever I lost the weight. I mean, you lose some, but I wasn't expecting to lose that much. And so I had to change the placement of my blush. So if you have a fuller face and a little bit more weight in your face, then you're going to want to hit it right where that cheekbone is that comes right to the middle of your ear. You can see this little point right here. That's where that cheekbone is that you can get, that indentation. But if you'll notice, I have it now with the weight loss. I have it. I actually, I'll tell you later, but I have it now. And so I don't have to do that. So therefore, where do I put the blush? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off because y'all don't need to see my old headshots for a long length of time. Thank you for all the sweet comments, all the kind comments on that. But so I'm not going to have to put it there. But if you have a fuller face, hitting it right there to give that definition is cool and is fine and is perfect. But for me, if I'm going to do this side. Y'all remind me which side I'm doing. I'm going to do this side, my right side, wrong, as I used to do it. Okay. And then I'm going to do this side. No, I'm not. I'm going to do this side wrong. I'm going to do this side lighter because what I want you to see is how it lifts. So if I did the left side the way I used to do it when I had all my weight, it's going to drag my face down because I'm going to put the depth here, and it's going to not make it look younger and lifted and highlighted like I want. So here we go. Da, 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 da. Let me put my blush drops in. 1, 2, 3. Now remember, blush is super, super concentrated. We don't need a lot. So, okay, so left side. This is where I'm going to use my older technique, okay? And I want you to see why it's important to lift it. We want to lift, not pull down. I don't need that indentation, but back then I would have done it right here. And the further away you are, the wider the spread is. So if you come in close like this, you're going to get a line. That means you're too close to your face. Like if I were doing a bronzer, if I was doing anything of that nature, then maybe I would do that if I wanted that harsh. But remember, you're going to want to do it a little bit further away to get that blended look. Okay. So before, this is how I would have done it. Okay. And it's not bad. It just gives that pulled down look. But I already have that. I've got 10 years on me. I've already got the indentation, and it just amplifies that. Now, this side, I am going to want to lift it and bring the color up here. And then I want to highlight that. I'm going to highlight both, but I'm going to show you the difference in techniques. So this one, with the weight on, that's how I would have done it, because it would have given me that chiseled look. Now this one, I am going to actually hit it from the top side. I'm changing the tilt of my airbrush, and I'm going to hit it on the apples at the top. So I'm going to hit up here and not even come near that cheekbone. So I'm going to hit it on the top of it. Do we see how that lifts and changes it? This one is a little deeper, more dramatic. This one lifts and lets it do it. Now we're going to give that a couple of minutes to bloom and do its thing. If I wanted, let me put one more drop in here. If I wanted a little bit more on the apples of my cheeks, then I would come in. Again, I'm going to do it barely pulling back, y'all. Barely. I mean, barely pulling back. Okay, do we see the difference in how that actually changed the shape of my skin or the shape of my face? This one pulls it down and gives that a little bit more hollow look. This one pulls it up, and I don't have anything here. Can you see the difference? And that is one of the reasons why you've got to know your face shape and how you want it to look. If I wanted a very dramatic cheekbone, a very dramatic, if I really wanted to highlight that drama right there, then I would do this technique. If I wanted to lift my face and let it look a little lighter and brighter up there, then I will do it that way. Okay, so I'm going to spray the rest of this out. I guess I didn't need that last drop of blush. It was just me being paranoid. I don't want to run out of blush in the middle of it, so I just wasted it, but that's okay. So, Jeannie, you notice that your airbrush blush in a straight line and brings my whole face downward. Yes, you need it on your apples. Tilt it and just don't go below your cheekbone. I mean, if you have to practice that and you have to take this and set it right there and then airbrush just to get the motion, do it. No one says you can't. No one says that's not a decent way and a good way to practice. Get her done. Okay, so now I am going to add love on the top of it. So this is going to amp up my lifting and my highlighting just a bit. I love, y'all. You can use love or you can use glow, whichever one you want. It doesn't matter if you want an illuminator, if you want a highlighter, any of that, you can use either one. Okay, and this is going to sit right on top of the blush. So now here's another technique. This one is deeper and dark further down. It gives that chiseled look. So if I wanted to come up, and this is the IG side that they taught for everybody. But guess what? Not everybody's face is going to look the best with that. And so we're going to teach other tips and tricks. So I'm going to go ahead and put that highlight right on the top so that it does have that little bit of highlight. Okay, put that love there. That's how you put it on, Lori. It's just on the apples. There you go, girl. See, it's so versatile, so customizable. You just have to do what you like and what works for you. And there's not a right, there's not a wrong. There is your way, and that's okay. Now, if you don't like your way and you want it different, come see me and we'll work something out. Okay, so again, I'm going to tilt this because I don't want to get it down here. I want it to hit right on the top apples, almost up into this socket area, because that is the height of my cheekbone. And that's where I want it to hit. So I'm going to hit the height of that cheekbone and tilting it down so it's not going straight, but so that I have it on that area. Okay. See? Okay. I'm going to pull my cup up because my cup gives it white balance. And that way the camera will stop trying to make me the white balance. You know, you are very, very fair when your camera is trying to make you the white balance. So this is one of the reasons I have my cup. All righty. So this is it down on the other side. You see how it gives that deep chiseled look, but it also kind of pulls my face down. This is it up a little higher, not going underneath that natural cheekbone, giving that highlight right on the top of it. And it just makes a difference in the way my face is shaped, or the illusion. It doesn't change the shape of my face, but it changes the lighting and the illusion that the makeup does. Here we go. So let me know over at Luminess Live. I posted in there that we were going live today doing the blush tutorial. So if you watch the blush tutorial today, let me know which one you prefer and which one you're going to use on your skin. Which technique are you going to try? And I challenge you. Oh, yes, I did. I just put a challenge up. I challenge you to do both. Come to Luminess Live and post a photo. I want to see your chiseled look and your lifted look and which one works better on you, because you can do both techniques. It's just, which one do you prefer? Angela, at my age, I need the lifted look. Yes, girl, I hear you. I agree. I do too. But I will tell you, when I had an extra 60 pounds, 80 pounds on me, I needed the chiseled look because, you know, I needed cheekbones and I had the fullness in my face. And don't get me wrong, I loved the fullness in my face. As a matter of fact, I missed the fullness in my face. I lost all the weight and it just kind of dropped and I didn't have my cheeks. And I was like, I don't even know what to do without cheeks. But there's tips, there's tricks, there's a way to make it happen. So, no big thing. But let me know what you have and which one you try over there, okay? Because really, truly, that's what this makeup's for. It's to have fun with, it's to try things out with, it's to create different looks with, it's getting tips, tricks, all of that. Alrighty, so remember, I'm over at Luminess Live. You can find me there anytime you need me. You can also call a beauty expert on the phone and ask for tips, tricks, and ideas, all of that good stuff. They are there to help problem solve with you, help train you, help teach you all of it. Don't forget, Heather has small group classes Mondays and Wednesdays. Her small group classes are so much fun and they're free. So all you have to do is reserve your seat. But a new thing that Luminess has done just for you guys is we have on-demand training sessions now. That if you need a color match, if you are having a challenge problem solving, if you need a different look, if it's too cakey, too heavy, all of that good stuff, I do training sessions. All you have to do is say, I need help. And you know what? I'm there to help. That's my job. My job, I love my I get to help people, and I love being able to help people feel good about themselves, look the best they can, and find their perfect look. It's just finding the look you love, and there's so much that you can do to get that look. It's not the product, it's not you, it's finding the marrying of the perfect two combinations, and so that's what we're there for over at Luminess Live. All righty, well, I'm going to wrap it up. Heather will be back next week, guys. We had a great time, and remember, take the challenge. Do a chiseled look, do a lifted look, and let me know which one you like. Post your photos over at Luminess Live, and let's see how to get the right blush technique for your perfect and unique face. I'll see you next